memory? Yes, I've got plenty of memory. Right, so we're doing number 1 on the back and sides.
Yep.
Someone has commented that I don't ask a lot of people if I do their eyebrows. So do you want me to trim their eyebrows?
Yeah, and you do it.
Yeah? I know you just trust me to do it, don't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, some people do. So we're doing number 1 back and sides, small trim on top, get down. And then we're going to do hot towel shave because it's your birthday.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so your plan was to have a subsequent meeting.
I think they've only done one other hot towel shave on here, and that was with Bill.
Right.
He was just getting over a stroke, so he.
Right, he's struggled with
Yeah.
And how was Grace in her interactions with you as a case worker?
So what time do you have to be at the restaurant for?
I've got to be at 8 o'clock, but I've got to go home to get changed.
Okay.
So it's like I'm going away from the place, going home.
Right.
So and I meet my girlfriend at mine. So yeah, and then my sister dropped on me this morning. Would you pop in? 'Cause it's on the way by. I said, well, I don't think we'll have time to pop in. Oh, can you pop in on the way home? I said, well, yeah, you always moan about being late. So it might be late if we're eating at 8. So, and it's brilliant place. It's really good food, but they're not the most swiftest in the world.
Okay.
So it's very good, excellent food. I mean, the food is brilliant. But they're not the fastest serving.
Well, that doesn't bother me so much. It's like the portion sizes.
Oh, it's massive. Well, I've lost just over 2.5 stone.
Have you?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Weighed myself. I lost 2. I'm losing £1 a week at the moment. So.
That's really good. I've put on over the summer. I think I've put on about £6. And I can really feel it. I need to lose it again. Because like it's summer, and if someone goes, "Oh, do you fancy a beef burger?" It's like, yeah. Instead of eating my salad.
I've cut my portions down. So mine was like I was eating like I was having 4 rounds of bread from my lunch. Well, I've cut that down to
4
2.
slices of bread.
Yeah. So I cut that down to 2. Like I used to have on a Sunday. I used to have 3 crumpets and a slice of toast.
All right.
Well, what we've done? She's now doing me a healthy breakfast, a healthy fried breakfast, healthy on a Sunday, and then I have 2 crumpets on a Monday.
Okay.
So, and then I don't. And then like I say, I cook that things like that, and then Tuesday to Friday I'm now on porridge. So I have porridge with fruit. And I've never been a massive fan of strawberries, but I know I really like. I mean, I like raspberries, but I really like strawberries now.
Yeah.
So I have strawberries, raspberries, but I've got to be careful with blueberries and grapes because they're full of sugar. So I have to be very careful how much grapes and how much blueberries I put in.
So I would say, because I have to be careful because I've had a gastric bypass. So I have about 6 grapes.
Yeah.
And if they're the really big ones like that, then I only have 3.
Yeah.
But about 6 grapes is about 3-4 grams.
Yeah.
And that works out to be about. I'll tell you, because I follow Nutra. I can't pronounce it actually.
Any reason to believe that she has not been using her medication regularly?
I keep forgetting to do my lunch though, and put it on here because I do a salad for the whole week. NutriCheck. NutriCheck. You have to update it and pay for it.
Yeah.
You can see I haven't used it for a while.
The main thing I think I found a massive difference, and I didn't realise how much difference it made. But since I've cut them out and replaced them, crisps. I never realised how much crisps made a difference.
So I normally have red grapes, red seedless grapes.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
So I like grapes 4 grams. That is 3 calories, and that's about, if you get the normal size grapes, that's probably about 5 to 6, but if they're larger, then it's like 3.
Well, I've swapped the crisps for Snacker Jacks, which is cutting, it's like taking out 50% of the fat.
I used to love Snacker Jacks, and I ended up having dumping syndrome with them.
Yeah.
Because I craved them, and I used to go with the big packets.
Right.
You know, the big.
Like the rice cake.
Yeah, the big one. I think I had about 2 or 3 of them, and I was so ill for a week after having them that I've gone off of them altogether.
Yeah, well, I found as well certain. I know onions don't agree with me. I love onion, but they don't agree with me.
Yep.
So I've cut onion out, completely cut out onion out. I've increased my egg intake. Because virtually, from Jackie dying to now, my egg intake was virtually nothing. I never had eggs. No,
mine is I don't eat eggs.
So when I go out with the lads on a Wednesday, I used to have baked beans on toast, but now I have to go with egg on toast. And I feel more fuller and I feel better for it. Well, weight seems to be coming down, so and my blood sugars seem to be stable. So.
Are you diabetic?
Yeah, I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
So I've got to be careful with my blood sugars, but I'm on tablets, but I'm not on.
I see. I'm on insulin.
I'm not on
mine.
insulin, so.
So yeah, that's why I limit my grapes. Another good thing you can have, get some frozen fruit.
Yeah, that's what I've been told to do.
And
freeze your fruit.
Yeah, freeze the fruit. You can either freeze
or
buy
frozen fruit,
or buy frozen fruit. Yeah. And sometimes I blend mine and I have a smoothie.
Oh yeah.
So I either put milk or apple juice. The only thing is with me having apple juice, as soon as I open it, I can't stop drinking it.
Alright.
So it's.
Also, I've got a problem. I think I can't drink orange juice like I used to. I seem to have a reaction to that now. Orange juice.
Yeah.
So I've apple and mango. I don't know if it's because it's a citrus fruit, whether it gives me.
Can you drink it, like if you squeeze it yourself, can you drink it?
No, I don't know. I always try the best stuff. I don't buy the rubbish. I always buy never from concentrate. I always buy the proper stuff, freshly squeezed stuff.
So I struggle with all fruit juice, except for apple juice.
Yeah.
I struggle with like the chemicals that they put in it.
Yeah.
It normally ends up with me, my whole mouth either having a blister in it or ulcers all around my gums.
I think I don't like these, right? All these, alright, shite they're putting in the stuff. They shouldn't be allowed to do it. If it's doing that to people, they shouldn't be allowed to do it.
No. So I would get 2 punnets of grapes, a punnet of strawberries, 5 to 8 bananas, pack of 6 apples, 5 satsumas, and that's my fruit for the week.
Yeah, I have a banana a day.
Just that is £25.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's ridiculous where you can go into any of the frozen food and buy crap for £25. You can have a whole freezer full of crappy food.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's not fair, because if you haven't got no money, all you can afford is the crappy food. I mean,
I went to see my doctor about my medication I was on.
Yeah.
And he was telling me how shocked he was. He went into the corner shop to get I think it was an ice cream or something, low fat. And he said, I couldn't believe they were like selling crap like Twix and ice cream and stuff like that.
But under £1.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I mean, that sort of stuff should be banned. It's not good for you. It's literally no good for you. He says a heart attack on a stick.
Yeah.
So he said, why are the government allowing them to get away with it?
Well, I do my shopping at Iceland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I buy boxes of 6 cornettos.
Yeah.
So we normally buy, because it's just the 2 of us, we normally buy about 3 or 4 boxes.
Yeah.
And that's what we have either as our supper or as a pudding after dinner.
Yeah.
So we're not having, some days we don't eat it because we're too full.
Yeah.
But that is for 6 cornettos. Or the cones, if you're going to Iceland, for £1.25.
Yeah.
For 6.
Yeah.
And you can buy packs of pizzas. Now I love Iceland food. but you can buy packs of pizzas for under £1, but then when you try and buy your vegetables, you're like £2-3.
Yeah, exactly. I thought the government was going to stamp out things like that.
Yeah, they're just trying to put like food grade things on them, aren't they?
Yeah, that's not good enough.
No, I know.
You know, they moan about people being obese and whatever, but they're not doing anything to help people. You know, people need help. You know, it's all right making people self-reliant,
Yeah.
but you got to help them as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, since Michael's become diabetic, he's put on quite a bit of weight. But then he blames me because I can't eat all my food.
Yeah.
So he hates having leftover food.
Yeah, so he finishes it off.
So yeah, he finishes off mine.
Yeah.
It's like we've got pasta. Well, he's got pasta tonight. I can't eat pasta or rice. So I'm having cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
Instead of rice, and I hate cauliflower.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having that as an alternative for rice, which is low calorie.
Yeah.
And it's not, you're not having any carbohydrate sugars.
No.
Any other domestic violence incidents?
How's your chest pain been?
Virtually, it's non-existent now. Since, like I said, since they put me on the tablets, I mean, I went to see, I had to have my blood test done, because
Yeah.
medication I'm on, I've got to have a blood test every 3 months, but they do it every 2 months and then they forget, and they start doing it every 2 months again.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to the nurse, so I've got to know over the years quite a lot, and she was very sympathetic when Jackie died and that, and because she knew Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie used to see her when she used to go in there. And I was saying to her about, you know, I've been to I've been to hospital, I've been discharged, and I'm waiting to see outpatients for cardiology. And she said, and I said, when Jackie had these issues, she was seen like straight away.
Yeah.
And now I'm having waiting.
Yeah.
And she said, do you want to know the truth? I said, go on, tell me. She says, her father-in-law has got a serious heart condition. He said he could drop dead any moment. He's on the urgent list, and he got his appointment 8.5 months later.
Yeah.
So where's it all going then? Where's all these, you know?
Well, the thing is,
So she said you might be waiting 6 months for yours.
well, a lot of people who are waiting on the list, they're actually saying, right, I've been waiting so long now. You can, I need to go private, but the NHS is paying for me. And so they're going private, they're seeing the same doctors on the private side, but the NHS is still paying, but they're paying the private sector prices.
But why? What's happened there?
Because it's like the dentist. I mean, I haven't seen a dentist since 2019.
Same here, same here.
Because my dentist took me off of NHS and put me to independent, because I'm not on any benefits. And it was like, but I'm diabetic. I should be having NHS.
Well, I was with the same dentist. I was with Park Road Gofton for years, man and boy. I was with him till I was 37.
Yep.
And then went to have my teeth done, and they said, "Oh, you upstairs this time." So he's always been downstairs. No, you're upstairs. Didn't say anything. Didn't say anything. And the next thing we know, we walked into this room, and there's South African dentist in there. He said, "Right, you got to look at your teeth." I said, "Whoa, whoa."
Who the hell are you?
I said, "What's going on here?" And he said, "What's the problem?" I said, "Not being funny. I've been for 32 years. I had one bloke look at my teeth all my life who I completely trusted.
Yeah.
And now I've been asked to ask a complete stranger to look at my teeth." I said, "I'm not happy with this. So can you get me someone to speak to?" And this bloke came in. I'd never known him before. He said, "I've been a partner here for 20 years. Maybe you have, but I don't know you." I said, "I was always dealt with by Mr. Gofton."
Yeah.
"What's going on?" "Oh, Mr. Gofton's no longer here." "Well, we weren't told this when we walked in."
Yep.
"Oh yeah, I'm sorry, but there should have been something gone out, but it never went." I said, "Right, okay, fine. So what's happened? Is he retired? Has he been sacked? What? We can't talk about it because it's non-disclosure agreement." I said, "Okay, fine, so he's gone." "Yeah, he's gone." "Right. I need my teeth doing." So I said, "I see this bloke under duress." And then all of a sudden they did, it was a family appointment, because Mum and Dad used to go, even me at like 37 still went with them on the family appointment. we had our teeth looked at, and they tried to charge just private fee. And I said, no, we're NHS. And they insisted, and I said, no, we're paying NHS. And they said, okay, can we take your details? Fine. So in the end, they accepted under duress, the NHS thing. And then a week later, we got a letter to say they've gone all private. And
I didn't even get a letter.
It's gone all, no, this is after the event.
Yep.
You've gone all private. You got to go, oh, you come with us back to us because we want to go specialise in, I don't know, I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Cosmetic dentistry, I don't know what they were doing. So I was going to find somewhere else. So I found a guy on Lincoln Road who was NHS. And he was a big practice. They did private and all, but he was NHS. So I was with him. And then we had COVID, and then I was told to clean my teeth because it's COVID. And then after COVID, like last year,
Yep.
I ran and said, right, can I come back? And they said, who were you under? I said, Mr. Mashru. No, he's gone. I said, okay, can I see someone else? No, you're gone with him. I said, I beg your pardon? She said, you got transferred with him. I said, hang on, no, I was with you. I wasn't with him. I was with you.
Yep.
No, you're not. Whoever he had, he took with him. I said, that's rubbish. My contract's with you. I pay you, not him. I pay you. Every time I pay your bill, it says Lincoln Road Surgery. It doesn't say Dr. Mashru.
Yep.
And they said, no, well, I'm afraid we can't take you unless you want to go private. I said, no, what should I? NHS.
Yeah.
So I rang up him where he moved to. I didn't really rate him much, but he did my teeth well. And basically I got through to receptions and they said, I'm afraid you've got to go private. And I said, okay, fine, how much is that? 120 quid initial appointment. He said, no, I'm not doing that.
I went to my dentist. I got there and my teeth were mucked up by an orthodontist at the practice that I'm in. So I've been there since 1984 at this particular place. And I'm terrified of the dentist. But
people are.
I have Mr. Prims, and he was amazing. He was a lovely South African gentleman, and he looked after me every time I got pregnant because of my diabetes. He would say, right, what are the drugs that you're on for the IVF? And I would tell him, and it was right, okay, we need to do this with your teeth. You need to change to this toothpaste. And he was amazing. I walked in, and it was like, oh, I've got an appointment with Mr. Prims. And it was like, oh no, he's left. What? When? Oh, we can't tell you. Yeah, he was my dentist. You should be able to tell me that he's left. Okay, we're going to put you with another dentist. So, okay. I needed a fill-in.
Yeah.
Okay. And all it was, oh, because Mr. Prim said next time we're going to need to change that filling because it looks like it's corroding. I said, okay, that's fine. And I got there. I knew I just needed a fill-in.
Yeah.
Well, this dentist said I needed a root canal. And I said, well, I'm not having a root canal, I'm just having a fill-in. And he goes, okay, we can fit it in because it had already been booked in with Mr. Prims.
Yeah.
I got there, I knew that it was going to be £67 because that's what I was quoted. Yeah? I got there, had my filling done. After he scratched my jawbone with the needle, it was like, and I could feel it scraping my jawbone. It was horrendous. I went out there and I said, oh, I'd like to pay in cash today. £210, please. I said, excuse me? It's £67. I've got it here. This is what I was told. It was no, £210. What, for one filling?
Yeah.
I said, I'm not paying that. I said, I didn't even know that I was going to him. Absolutely not. I said, I'm an NHS patient.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not paying it. You can have the £67. I think that's daylight robbery. Literally, that was on the Thursday. On the Saturday, my tooth broke.
Right, he hadn't done it properly.
He hadn't done it properly. I rang the dentist. It was like, my tooth's broken. I can't take the pain. Please, can you sort it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can come in, but because it's a Saturday, it's going to be £580.
Disgrace.
So I rang 111 and I just said, look, I know this is stupid. I said, well, I can't take the pain. I was told that I had to have to go to Whiz Beach for the NHS emergency dentist.
Yeah.
And I said, look, how much is it going to cost? Because I can't afford a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think what my dentist was going to charge is ridiculous. And they said, we don't want to know how much your dentist is going to charge, but you will have to pay £26.50 when you go in there. And I said, what, and any other treatment? And she goes, no, it's just £26.50. I went in there and literally the dentist took a look in my mouth and she goes, you've got an abscess underneath that tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you're in agony.
And she said, please tell me you wasn't told that you needed a root canal. I was like, yep, I was told that. I said, but I insisted I just have a filling.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, the dentist should have opened your tooth out and drain it all out, all the abscess out.
Yeah.
It's like, right. And then should have looked after you that way. There's no way that the tooth is broken due to the abscess bursting through your tooth.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay. So what's going to happen now? It's like, well, we can try and save some of the tooth. And I went, no, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
She put all gel down my tooth. She goes, I need to x-ray. On the x-ray, you can see the gouges on my jawbone where he'd scraped the needle down my jawbone.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, that looks like it was horrific and very painful. I was like, yep, it was. She put cream on my jaw, like on my gums, gave me the injection, and she goes, oh, I'll see you in about 5-10 minutes. She come in and I said, can you just tell me what you're going to do? She goes, I'm going to pull the tooth. It's going to be beneficial for you.
Yeah.
I told her what dentist I've gone to and where it was and all this. And she goes, yeah, we're getting loads in from that dental practice now.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God.
Well, Jackie, she never liked the dentist. She always, because her teeth, she'd, her teeth weren't great. She had issues with her teeth as a kid. When she was a kid, she was a bit of a tomboy. She went down the balance and went through the back door and knocked her front teeth out. So she had prosthetics.
Yeah.
And they were pretty good. They lasted years, and they started playing up. And she started getting abscesses with them. Real painful. And the dentist I was with, she was with him. She said she never rated him. And I said, right. And then one Saturday night, we sat there and she was in agony. I could see she was in agony. She said, I'm in pain. She won't one for pain.
Yeah.
She always said, I'm in pain. I said, right, what do you want to do? She says, I'll take some power maintenance, see what I'm like in the morning. Okay, Sunday morning, no problem. So Sunday morning, we got Sunday morning, got up, she was in agony, absolute agony.
Yeah.
So I said, right, ring 111, so we rang 111, and then basically they said within half hour, you need to go to the dentist at Westgate, emergency dentist.
Yeah.
And she saw a a Polish dentist, a female. And she said she was the best dentist she's ever had. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And she said, can I have your number? Can I come and join you? And she goes, sorry, no, I don't do appointments. I'm just emergency dentist only. I don't do. I'm not with a practice. I just work for the NHS as an emergency dentist. And I said, you're joking? She said, yeah, I'm afraid not. But yeah, I heard horrific stories. My sister, because she's with the same one as my nephew, because my nephew gets it done in the NHS.
Yeah.
She had a problem with her teeth.
Okay.
So she went in, didn't see a normal dentist, because the normal dentist was off.
Yeah.
She saw another dentist, and she looked at her teeth and said, well, that tooth, she said, playing up, she said, yeah, she said, I think that needs a root canal. And my sister said, no, I think she needs a filling. No, it definitely needs a root canal.
That's what this
so she said, would you mind if I wait till I see my proper dentist? Ooh, if it can last. But she said, what I'll do, I'll put an emergency filling on it or something.
Yeah.
Supposed to last, I don't know, weeks. It barely lasted days. And she was in agony. So Helen went back and she saw her dentist and she said, can you tell me about my teeth? Do I need a root canal? And she said, no, who tells you that?
I had that.
She said, your colleague did. Your colleague said I need a root canal.
Yeah, I had that as well with this dentist that was at that practice. And I'm not saying that because look, I'm recording, so I'm not going to.
So my sister said, right, and so why did she say I needed a root canal? I really don't know because your teeth is not that bad a condition. So you just need you need a filling. You should be right with a filling.
further communication
So she said, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure.
about her performance.
So,
in
and
June.
then another friend of mine, he had a problem with his teeth.
Objection upon question.
And he said, do I need a root canal? He said, you need root canal. He said, no.
Other meetings
All it is something's got in between my teeth. I think it's an abscess, just needs draining, treated with antibiotics.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's not a root canal job. Oh, no. It's root canal jobby. No, it isn't. And he argued with this dentist and said, no, it isn't. So he said, what do you want me to do then? I said, just drain the tooth and just give me a filling. That's all I need. And if it don't work, then I'll come back for this root canal work. And he said that was 3 years ago and not had a problem since.
Well, I asked how much a root canal, because that's all this other dentist wanted me to do was have root canal on all my molars. Oh, you need root canal. I said I'm diabetic, so my teeth are okay. It's just that they're breaking from the inside out.
Yeah.
I said, it's not what I'm eating. It's because I'm diabetic and my sugar level is bouncing.
What information were you
And
waiting on?
it was ridiculous. I said, how much is it for a
So
root
that's $4
canal?
grand, isn't it? Something like that.
No progress notes.
The one, this was in 2019, £960. It was
It's
like,
about it's like 2 or 3 grand now.
I was like, how the hell am I meant to afford
Yeah,
that?
exactly. It's taking a minute. And anyway,
And we received.
I said my dentist, he left. He didn't say why. I used to go to Billy Kay. You know, I used to go to Billy Kay.
Yeah.
I went in there one day, and my dentist was in there having his haircut. And he said, John, when you've done, can you just stop, please? I want to talk to you. I said, yeah, because I've known him all my life.
Yeah.
And he said, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? He said, John, you knew, because he was dedicated to NHS. He was dedicated NHS all the way.
Yeah.
And he said, basically, I had a partner who used to be NHS as well as me. We used to stop the other partners wanted to get rid of NHS years ago.
Yeah.
With only two who didn't get involved, we just kept out of it. And then all of a sudden she left, she retired, and that left me on my own. Nobody else, just me. And in the end, they voted me out. They just said, we want you out because we want to go down cosmetic surgery route. We're not interested in NHS.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I'm prepared to be NHS. No, we don't want you to be NHS. We want you out. And basically, he was 60, so he's near retirement age, and he said, we want you out. So he said, that's when I found out my partners were completely against it. So with a heavy heart, they said I had to go. So I had to retire. So
Yeah, Mr. Prims was lovely.
he was
a lovely
brilliant.
gentleman.
My mum, she had the teeth issues when she was younger,
Yeah.
and she had to go. She was under Gofton, and she'd been to some dentist at Bretton and made a right mess of her teeth.
Mhm.
And she went to Gofton and he said, yeah, you need surgery. I can't do it. You need surgery.
Yeah.
And she had a surgeon do it. The guy did her teeth. And apparently he's now in America now doing teeth. And he said that guy was one of the best general dentists in the country.
Yeah.
And he'd been courted by America to go to America to become a whatever. And he didn't want to do it because he's dedicated to NHS.
Right, I'm just going to lay you back slightly, okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I know. I've turned John this way around because he's too tall.
Yeah.
My little salon is too small.
You get by.
Yeah, I'm just going to move this out of the way because it's been driving me mad all day. It's been attacking me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? What?
And so, Kimberly, you mentioned that Grace was progressing with the services while you were on the case, correct?
Smells nice.
Yes.
That's my
And was there
My
any
lavender.
indication given to you that she would
I think
not
it's
continue
lavender.
to
No,
progress
it's
with the services?
Summer Breeze
Oh, yeah.
from Lenore.
And hearsay statement by somebody else.
In your opinion,
Right, I'm just going to put gloves on and then I'll come back.
Yep, no problem.
progressing forward with the case, with their services.
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
Through your review of the counseling notes, Was Grace not attending any
My
health
sister
inspections since
was
you've
at the
been
same
on
dentist,
the
Yeah.
and
Asked and answered, Your Honor, we've already.
she's
gone
got
through
learning
that.
disabilities, is my
She went
sister.
to
Right.
counseling.
Right, and
But not
they
this.
wouldn't remove one of her teeth. And she goes every 3 months to the dentist. And she was crying in pain and all this, and I ended up getting very cross. And my mum's going, I've taken her to the walk-in centre, and I said, what's that going to do? And she goes, well, the dentist won't look at her.
When you visited
So I
with
rang them up and I
Grace
said, look, you've got a
at
duty of
her
care
residence,
for her.
Ms. Hernandez,
She's got learning disabilities.
was that
They said,
Grace's
okay, bring her
residence or
back
your
and we'll see her today. And we had to convince her to go back.
And did
Yeah.
And
live with anyone or she lived alone?
as when she went in there, they removed her tooth and she threw up all over the dentist.
Oh God.
I went, that's no way to treat someone, especially someone that's got additional
Yeah.
needs.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
No,
Was Mr. Mercado asked by the department to be at
Right,
that
so these have
visit?
been on all day, so they should be lovely and warm.
Okay.
yes,
Why was that?
Cool it down a little bit. 'Cause it's a little bit warm.
so we could meet them.
And did, at that point, did
Is that okay?
Yeah. No.
Grace confirm that Mr. Mercado lived there?
That was my understanding, yes.
How did you come to that understanding?
I believe
Since you've been licensed, how has Grace been treated?
in one case there was about, I believe it's a month of missed visits. In the end of June and throughout July. And then 2 of those visits were due, one was due to Paisley being sick, and one was due to it being the 4th of July week and the children's matter office was closed. I added that hour on to another visit initially, and I received feedback that Paisley was very disassociated after that visit with Mom. And we've gone back to those 1-hour visits each week. I haven't received any word about that since.
And
I'm just putting in the new blade, okay, John?
Yeah. No problem.
were there any other issues with the visits with
Which
Paisley?
blade are you using?
I am using
Was,
treet
I
platanium.
know you
I
said
think
you
it's-
had
I think
lots of
it says
visits, but 2 of them
platanium.
Were, I guess not Grace's, related to something Grace brought up?
I'll show you in a minute.
Correct.
They're nice blades, actually.
And then
Right.
Yeah.
Scarlett,
I don't normally get on with them. But I'm using.
therapy.
What am I using? I'm using some Turkish ones.
She is engaged in
Okay.
The black ones.
And
They are special.
was
The
there
normal ones. Not
any
Astra,
change
something else.
With
So is this
the therapist,
just
including
sores,
Grace
or do you think it's something
himself?
else?
Well, I don't know. It's just come on recently.
No,
Okay.
I don't know whether it's I've done something shaving or whether
Well, I'll have a look.
that one. The
Is
one
there a
that's
reason?
to your right, that's recent. But the one,
We
the other
haven't
one, it
received
hasn't
that
been. It's been a bit.
recommendation from that
Okay.
therapist.
So it's not.
And
It's
who is
not
it?
I don't know if it's in growing hair or not. I don't know.
No, Dr.
I will have a
Yates is
look,
the-
best that I can.
Yeah. No problem.
When did the New York therapist?
Because one of them looks open, I might not be able to go over it
I
with the
believe
razor.
That's right,
Scarlett
no problem.
had intake appointments, I want to say the end of May or in June. I'm not for sure on the exact date.
Do you know how many sessions of therapy Scarlett has had with the New York therapist?
No, I didn't.
Are you aware if Scarlett wants to
Sort
have
of creamy
relationship
using
with
bluebeards.
her mother?
No, I'm actually using Vine's Vintage because
Oh
think,
yeah.
I'm not
Don't think I
aware.
used this.
so it's really nice.
Don't think I used that.
Okay.
It's got a really nice fragrance. It's
Yeah.
more like sandalwood.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, this is the blade. Treat
Yeah. Nice
platanium.
bit. Yeah, American, aren't
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah.
You meet with Scarlett and
Yes, I have.
Okay. Any concerns there?
No, there's no concerns.
Okay. Do you believe Mr. Roscoe is meeting all of her needs at this time?
Yes, I do.
Is Scarlett receiving any therapy at this time?
Yes, she is.
And to your knowledge, what is she addressing in therapy with her therapist?
I have not received therapy notes from a therapist in New York.
Okay. Have you tried to call the therapist to see what they're working through?
Yes, I've called and I've left her voicemails, but I have not received information back from her.
Okay. And are you familiar with some of the issues and concerns that Scarlett has?
Yes.
Okay. And what has she told you about the abuse that she was subjected to by Miss Benz?
Scarlett has not shared any of that with me.
Okay. To your knowledge, has she shared that with anyone else at the department as well?
I believe with the previous Facebook group.
Okay, and that would be with Miss Schultz, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And since taking over this case, has Mr. Roscoe completed all of his services?
Yes, he has. I
Okay.
believe he's still engaged in therapy with Dr. Yates.
Okay. And have you talked to Miss Yates about Mr. Roscoe's progress?
Yes, I have.
Are there any concerns at this time with therapy?
No, there are.
Okay, do you believe it's in Scarlett's best interest to continue placement with her father?
Yes, I do.
And why do you believe that?
Scarlett's in a safe home environment. When I visited, she seemed very happy, very bonded with Mr. Roscoe, and she's receiving the services that she needs.
Okay. And
You talk about someone and they ring
as a
up.
part of this taking over this case, do you review the file?
Yes.
Okay. And do you review the prior history of each period prior to taking over a case?
Yes.
And why do you do that?
Tell me if it starts pulling.
To be able
Okay,
to
'cause some
assess
people are more sensitive than
Protect
others.
his capabilities and what's happened. In
And
the
I know
cases
you
there.
use a straight blade as
Okay,
well,
does that
don't
also
you?
help you make recommendations regarding services?
Yes.
Okay, and is that information important to providers when going through therapy or classes recommended by the department?
Yes.
Okay. Did you review Ms. Benson's history?
Yes.
Okay. And from reviewing Ms. Benson's history prior to this case, did she have any involvement with the department?
Yes, she did.
Okay, and what was that involvement?
I know there was I'm sorry, I don't have the dates or the years, but Miss Vince has a child who there was a previous investigation with.
Okay, do you remember why there was an investigation regarding the child?
And yes, there were unexplained, I believe, skull fractures. There was broken bones.
Okay, so
I don't think we
while
need
that
to
child was
listen
in
to
Ms.
this.
Here was injury to a child, is that correct?
I was listening to, I've been listening to Court, because in America it's put onto YouTube.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that, and then all of a sudden they're telling about stuff that should never happen to children. I don't need to listen to that. I don't think that should be on YouTube either. Right, I'm going to just dampen down your moustache again,
Yep.
just so that it is not dry. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't feel sore at all?
At the moment, no.
Oh, that's good. Don't want you to feel sore.
Good.
I do this so that I know which way I need to go for the whiskers now.
Alright. Yeah, you're mapping my beard, yeah.
Yeah. Because the first one you always go with the grain,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the second you go against.
Right, okay. Wow.
Right, so this one might feel warmer.
Right.
Okay, so if it feels too warm, let me know. Is that alright?
Yeah, it's about, I'm just about at that, yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, I have wafted it a couple of times.
So how long have you been doing this then, Lisa? I know you said your dad showed you.
My dad trained me up doing hot towel shaves when.
Not the first thing you did, was it?
No, the first thing I actually done on my own was a perm when I was 9.
Yeah.
And I think my dad showed me how to shave by the time I was like 13, 14. It was just after I broke my hip. So yeah, I must have been like 14.
Okay.
Because they wasn't sure if I'd ever walk again because my pelvis was twisted and all that.
Alright.
So my dad showed me how to do it, and I was shaving a balloon for about 6 weeks, if not more. And every time I
Popped it, yeah.
every time I popped it, it was like you just cut someone's jugular vein, and then the first person I shaved was actually my dad.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I was about 13 or 14,
Oh.
and I'm 51 now. I did stop shaving for about 8 years when my dad died.
Alright.
Michael asked me to shave him for my dad's funeral, and I felt a shake in my hand. And it was like, yeah, I'm not shaving, I've got a shake.
Alright.
And he's like, well, I can't feel it. And I just lost all my confidence.
Alright.
Because even though I wasn't working with my dad anymore, he was still there. And,
You know what, my dad never ever showed me to shave.
didn't he?
No, my dad, he never really talked about things like that. All he said to me was, I've always electric shaved, it's the easiest way to do things. And that's what I learned. Basically, he bought me a preshave razor on my 17th birthday.
Yeah.
But I've never really been one for growing a beard. And yeah, and then I went on to wet because I didn't like it.
So my dad brought me a mother of pearl
Yeah.
straight blades, and he's going, right, we're going to turn it upside down and you're going to shave your face as if so you know what the feeling is.
Yeah.
And that's the way my dad taught me. It was like, if you're going to do anything, you've got to do it to yourself first.
Yeah.
So but when my dad passed away, I put my mother of pearl razor in the coffin with him. I just didn't feel like I would ever shave again. And bless him, he's been gone 22 years this year. We've got a mark here. I'm not sure if it's a scar or whether you've got an ingrowing hair. Can you feel it just there?
No, well, I feel it.
So how often have you wet shaved then?
So, what big
Well,
Hollywood
it goes
star
about-
did you get for our movie?
My God, Mr. Hollywood himself!
Nice to meet you. Clooney's let himself go.
I never felt, I always had the Gillette match free and cordless and hairdryer and all that rubbish.
All right.
I never felt it was the right thing.
Just make it simple. With 2-to-1 cinema tickets when you take out the qualified products, you compare the market.
Is that pulling?
So it weren't until, I don't know, it was, what was it all, must be about 10 years ago. I don't know, I got an email from Bluebeard about, would you like some samples to try? And I thought, samples of what? And they said, all the different shaving creams.
I like Bluebeard, I really do. And I've still got some of their stuff
Yeah.
to sell, but it's no longer salon only, and I actually have to buy it in a little bit more expensive than what I can do if I went somewhere like to a show. What I'd buy it in at is what they have it at the show. So once I've got all the VAT and all that onto it, it's just too expensive. With Vines,
Yeah, well, I said they gave me the. I said give me the cream, and then they said get a bush.
yeah.
So I tried the bush, and it went really well. And then I thought they said the razors I was using, a load of crap, the Gillette Fusion, whatever, and
Yeah, they're really.
and
they are
hydro,
bad.
they're expensive, but they're crap. Go on, oh,
Yeah.
shut up.
No, don't, please don't, shut up. I'll show you in a minute. I've got some Bluebeard brushes. I'll show you the one that I use. It's got real boar hair in it that my dad bought me.
Oh.
And you can see the difference of it. That's the only thing I didn't put back in the coffin when he died. Was my it came with a brass
Danny
bowl.
is an all-time mother lover. When it comes to working mums, she'd rather lend a hand than point a finger. Join the mother lovers, Maltesers. Let's lighten the load for working mums.
So yeah, so basically, the first razor I got was an EJ89, Edward Jaguar.
Yeah.
That was really good, but a bit mild.
I prefer my straight blade to these blades. I really do. However, I never sharpened my straight blade. My dad always done it.
One of the day.
And now it's
Right now,
blunt.
We're just gonna do a
plus due
step-by-step
to
video on shoeing her front
like
feet.
health and safety and all that, we
wrapping up
can't
for the
use straight
with
blades
our
anymore. It
famous
has to be
hero,
disposable
Jim
blades.
Hunt. Kelton Harris is running the camera. I don't know if he'll show himself, but we're gonna take her in.
But yeah,
We
I
like to
always
leave them in the shade whenever we
remembered,
can.
like,
This is kind
using
of where
the
we
straight
start and
blade
finish sometimes, or we shoot out here on nice
and
days.
using the
But
brush
we always like to leave them in the shade
and the
and
soap
with
with
water.
the jug. I don't know if you ever remember seeing that in
Come on
the
in.
barber shop. You have a jug with
Yeah.
a brush in it. I had one of them. My dad bought it for me just before he passed away, and I kept it. I never used it. And last weekend, somehow it fell and smashed. And yeah, I kept that going I kept it for 22 years, and it smashed this year.
Shall I do that?
And that was a Grosvenor one.
A lot of people don't like shooting in cross ties.
Grosvenor of London.
We make sure that when we snap them up, they're hooked to the entire halter right here.
So I've got all different double-edged
Make
razors
sure
over
that
the
it's a
years.
halter that fits.
Muller R40,
and there's
41,
not
that's just
much
to
danger.
cut yourself to Ribbons one
And
too,
these cross
basically.
ties are built to where
I remember when
the workers
I think
don't
we were
wanna
giving
back
each
up.
other
You
like
rarely have
blades,
anything
weren't
pulled
we?
back
And it
in
was like,
here.
oh, try
Everything's
that,
pretty
you try
comfortable,
this.
and I think it's because
One
the
of
horses
them,
can see each other.
It was a
As you can
diamond
see, we
edge.
normally have this all full of horses,
And
and
I
they would
think
be
I
looking
nearly
right at
cut
each other.
myself to the bone with it.
Mm.
And first things first, secret to anybody's heart is usually food. She's a big fan. So, if you look at her feet real quick, you can tell that she's barefoot on the front and has been for a while. She's been getting a little sore on this right front periodically, nothing too serious. And then Kelton shot the hind feet this morning. He made some handmade sliders right here. This is just good practice. He ground the nail heads off, and just good practice for his journeyman work. So, as we look at well, first off, let me show you the bottom of this foot. So, there's nothing seriously wrong, but when you look at the bottom, you can tell there's not a lot of depth. As you lay something across there, you can tell that from lack of sole depth right there. So, we need to put some shoes on her, and she doesn't have real great walls, as you can tell. So, we got some x-rays taken, just to be proactive. Saves a lot of guesswork. And
So
as
have
can
you
see,
ever
the left
been
front,
shaved by
everything's
anyone else?
pretty basic right here.
No.
No. Oh wow, thank you.
Everything looks pretty nice bony column alignment. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then we get to the
I
right.
should have asked you that afterwards,
and it
really.
looks like, as you can see, there's
Make myself nervous
Listen.
now.
slight rotation, as you can see there. And of course, she's really short, as you can see that there's no sole depth. But this makes me think it's either just an upright foot, high-low, mild case of it, or there's been some slight rotation, as you can tell from this distance, that's a big distance. So, bony column is tipped forward just a little too much. So, ideally, like the right front, that's what we want, like this. And what we have is that, where it's tipped down just a little farther. Not a deal breaker, nothing really to worry about, but with the excess out here, I kind of want to put some breakover on her to help her move better. So normally I'd be wanting to do like a St. Croix Advantage shoe. That's a nice shoe. It's got a little breakover. It's got some nice support in the heels, and it's really great for thin walls. Pretty much perfect for it. But this horse needs to get off the ground. So right now what I want to use is the Mustad Equilibrium shoe, roller shoe. It's pretty sweet. It's got breakover all the way around, as you can tell. It's got a bevel all the way around the whole shoe, just like that. And I want to use a leather pad this time. the only difference between a leather pad and other pads, well, between like a pour-in, is that, let's say you stick this shoe on a horse and you pour it in. You're only filling in the shoe's width, right? But where we want to get her off the ground so she has a little more protection, that's 2 pads, of course. But you know that it's going to raise her up another 1/4 of an inch or whatever that is. So the goal is protection, getting her off the ground, and breakover. So pad and shoe. Nail of choice today is the Mustad MX-50, and they're coated with Endura, so it makes them a lot stronger, and they don't rush.
I'm trying
to
not to
break
pull the
down.
faces because
So
sometimes I pull the faces
small
like
nail for the thinner walls, and then extra strength. So
my dad did say that was my
Any more
downfall.
ado?
I keep pulling the faces and making
Let's
people
get into
laugh. If you just do that again for me? That's perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much.
first things first, always like to clean up the frog because
Unfortunately, you're not going to like me now.
Right.
I'm going to give you a cold towel.
Oh, okay.
the real apex of the frog.
So when you shave at home, do you prepare your skin before you shave? Do you prepare your skin when you finish shaving?
Yeah, well, yeah, what I do is when I first shave, I use Birthday Jon,
Yep.
which is a white, like quite a shaving foam, bit like a shave, put that on,
Yep.
and wash that off. Or I use a shaving oil, or I use executive shaving oil, and obviously then I put the cream on, and then afterwards I use Boots' tea tree oil.
Oh, okay.
Next, straighten the bars. So she needs protection, so I don't want to go after much of this, but I need to straighten the bars because the bars are much like a rafter in a building. A bent rafter is pretty much useless. So straight is strong. Definitely not going to use my nipper, just going to use my Excel Green Tang rasp here.
Sorry, I just saw these when I came over. I couldn't see them this side.
Trimming the heels back to the widest point of the frog. Trimming off a little, but not a lot. Every time you check balance, you do it with your opposite hand so you can see it, because if you do it with this hand, you can pull it out of the way without meaning to. Very important that every stroke overlaps each other, and it's a lot easier to keep the foot level. That looks pretty good. Always set it down gracefully like that because horses trust you with their foot, and when
That's
you put it
better.
down like that, it strengthens that trust that, hey, I can trust
So
you
yeah,
with my
some
foot, this guy's
places
gonna
And
be
then
they-
I put tea tree witch hazel solution,
Okay.
and then when I'm finished, when I've sort of dried off, on my jowls, like on my throat, I put on Nivea jojoba oil and cream.
Yeah, so what I'll do after you cold towel is I will put
not a lot to
arm
trim
block
off the
on,
top.
Yeah.
and then I'll use the post shave balm, and then if you're feeling sore then I'll put some aloe vera on.
Walls are a very
I don't
sticky
normally
deal.
need to use the aloe vera because I'm
Pretty
putting the
easy
post
to over trim and make things
post
look
shave
nice.
balm
Yeah.
and the arm block
They
on,
need that
Yeah.
for strength in their foot.
and then we put some aftershave on.
Alright.
And if you do it first, you usually don't have to do much at the end.
So when you've been abroad with Jackie and all that,
No,
you've
never.
never had a shave?
No. Oh, I may have done. I can't remember. Not in the UK though.
So it was just
Right, so this
aftershave
one
balm.
is the problem foot.
It's mine's vintage as well.
Right, okay.
So first step,
So we're just getting that ready.
trim the frog
And then
up,
we'll
find
be
the real
using the
apex
arm
of the
block.
frog.
Alum block,
Yeah, I can pronounce it arm. I can't pronounce it the other way.
yeah.
So it's just that crystal.
Yeah, I know.
And it should be a, not an owie. We're expecting it to be a, because it's trying to remove all the blood from the surface.
You do a very good job trimming it, but whenever it's got a flap like this, I always want to kind of take the lip off it, because if it's hanging up straight and sharp, it just bends over, where if it's got kind of an edge, kind of a softer edge to it, it'll actually push down and have normal, healthy frog function. Straighten the bars. Dang sure don't want to go in
But I think
here,
this
because
one
that's where
is
she didn't have any foot anyway. So
it's like
pretty
a
much just
saw.
trim the heel
Yeah.
back.
I don't think it's got a hair in it. I think this one might have a little bit of a hair in it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm not medically trained, so I
Yeah.
can't even
Don't worry about it.
go in there and try and get it for you. You're best to see a nurse or a dermatologist.
Yeah.
You'll see me check balance in the hook quite often. It's just kind of like the old carpenter rule. You can only cut so much, right? So measure twice, cut once. Easy to take it out. It's hard to put it back on. I can see I'm just a little high right here.
So I've left your sideburns down to your tragus.
Very good job.
Oh, what?
Doing my
Your
job
tragus,
there.
that's your tragus.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, so I've left your sideburns down to there because that's where I normally leave them.
Alright.
I will check this again before I shoe her.
Do you feel sore at all?
A little bit, yeah, just feel a bit stinging.
Yeah.
I've got some stinging.
Okay, so let me just get some aloe vera then.
Unfortunately, my mum and dad gave me sensitive skin.
I've got extremely sensitive skin.
Just like we saw on the outside.
Again, this should be a not an owie, because it's aloe vera.
Oh, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All I'm doing when I'm doing this is
So I'm just going to
getting
work
the
it into
distortion
your
off,
skin,
and
okay?
I'm putting my finish on first. So there's not a lot to do here. You can see just a slight gap in there. Just like we saw on x-ray, there's just a little extra toe here. But not much. Usually
You
try
get
to get
full
it
on
where
face
they're pretty
massage as
straight,
well.
but
Yeah, definitely.
you can overdo that pretty easily too.
Do you still feel sore or is it cooling it down
Going
now?
down a bit.
Yeah?
I didn't get it all out, but I'm going to stop there. Now we're
So
gonna
how
shave
often
her
do you
shoes.
shave them?
During the week, every other day. And
Every
that's
other
it.
day?
Every other day,
Yeah,
but not
really
a
great
weekend.
shape
Unless we're
to
going
cut.
out
This
somewhere.
foot isn't that good, so.
So you haven't shaved for what, a week now?
Yeah, a week, yeah.
Got straighter on this side.
Yeah, it was going to be a little bit sore, wasn't it?
A little too much shoe, but we can just grind it up.
Today I might catch my reflection. Then it's for every inch of my kingdom. There's non-stop action for me, and I'm certain that it's great to be a cat.
New Felix doubly delicious. Crunchy kibbles and softer chunks. Purina.
Get your Samsung Z Flip 6 with Galaxy AI and save up to £932 when you trade in selected Samsung phones. With unlimited data, all for £45 a month on 3. Life needs a big network.
So is it just you and Carol going out for the meal?
Yes, yeah, got my sister. We're supposed to be, I'm supposed to be with my sister and my nephew tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're out tomorrow, but then she said, you got to go buy mine, so can you pop in? And she's saying, oh, when do you think you'll be? I said, well, I don't think I said I'm having my haircut and I said you're doing my shave.
Yeah.
I'm meeting Carol at 7 and then I want to get changed and everything.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to be there for 8. I said, it takes half an hour to get there. So we won't really have time to we'll probably go after. So what time are you going to go after? So, whatever it takes. When I'm finished. I said, she said, well, he wants to get a good night's sleep. And I heard him in the background saying, I'm alright, Uncle John, you come whenever you want, even midnight with me. And he said, no, you can't do that. I said, no, it won't be that late.
We'll be good to go.
What are you having, do you know?
Yeah, we have always had, I went there and used to have steak in that, and it was alright, but
Yeah.
Steak's okay. And then I bumped into an old work colleague of mine in there, and he said, what are you having? I said, I think I was having sausage and mash or something. And he said, oh, I always have the steak pie. I said, really? Steak pie every day.
Oh.
So the next time he comes to try the steak pie, and I thought, okay, well, do it. My sister was trying it. So we had it, and we had it with new potatoes and veg, and it was fantastic. The steak pastry was melted in your mouth, and the filling was filled top to bottom with steak.
Oh wow.
And it tasted, it just melted in your mouth, and it was the vegetables were great and all that. And so we always have that when we go there. Always have that, but because Carol was gluten free.
Yeah.
I'm out and said about it, and so we need no one, so I've ordered it for her, so she knows about it. So
Yeah.
she's having gluten free, and she gets gluten free gravy with it.
Oh, very nice.
And I can't have gluten free gravy because we found out I was bad afterwards because we had a meal out with her, and I had gluten gravy with her, just to make sure,
Yeah.
And I was bad, and we found out afterwards that the main constitute of that is onions.
Oh.
We didn't know that. We did not know that.
Nice.
So unfortunately, I can't have gluten gravy because it don't agree with me.
How does that feel?
Lovely.
Yeah. Made that all soak in just so that if you're sore, it should stop you being sore.
Thank you.
So every time I'm using this end,
Now I was just itching all over. I just wanted the bloody thing off. Oh gee, I don't know if people sit there and have beards and that. I just can't do that.
No, Michael has a goatee.
Yeah.
So I want my heel to line up with my toenail.
Yeah, he just has a goatee and.
You can tell this side's straighter. And this side comes out.
Yeah, I shave him every week.
Tighten up the toe a little bit.
Yeah.
But right, I'm just going to sit you up before I turn you round.
Yeah.
And with her needing gel.
There we
Yeah.
go. And then turn you back. How does that feel?
Fantastic, thank you.
That look alright?
Yeah, needed it.
But it'll also
Make sure I've not made you
give her
all
just a
sweaty.
little more depth.
No.
Get rid of these.
Should be pretty close. That thing is, when you knock the full press.
I do Michael's hair and beard every week.
Yeah.
So he has shave every week and he also has his hair cut every week.
Hot shave.
No, sometimes I just do like foils or then I can do shave, depends on what he wants. If he wants a full wax then hot towel shave.
Yeah.
And it's normally done on Sunday.
Yeah, you got fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smashing.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Do you want any wax or gel on
Yes,
the top?
please. I'm going out tonight.
So do you want gel or wax?
What do you recommend?
Give me some gel.
You can change these poles. But just hot is a lot easier.
You got one of them saws up here as well.
Yeah, it's a spot up there.
So I just straighten it there.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
I passed the test.
Yes.
Right, let me give you a tissue.
Thank you.
One more time there.
There you go.
Do you approve?
Yeah. High five then. Yeah.
So was that aftershave Bluebeards, was it? Or?
Yeah, that's Bluebeard aftershave. It's really nice.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you what the main ingredient is on it. Or
Is that all the tobacco, was it aftershave?
no, this is actual aftershave. Got the batch number on there, but yeah, I can't tell you what it is. Look, I've dropped it so many times because it's glass. I'm lucky I haven't smashed it, but yeah, this is really good. Michael has this as well. But yeah, that's Bluebeard. The oil, the pre-shave oil was Bluebeard.
Yeah.
The aftershave is Bluebeard. The rest is Vine's Vintage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Vine's Vintage is really good.
Check for you.
Ah.
Thank you.